Conor McGregor has been found liable, not guilty, for the sexual assault on Nikita Hand by a jury of 12 members, 8 women, 4 men. This has a lot to do with what's being taken into account. There's a lot of stuff going on whatever side of politics you are, however progressive or conservative or whatever you are. It takes knowing things to understand the full context of everything. And I think the media coverage of this Conor McGregor situation, including myself calling him guilty in my previous video, I think this needs to be put out there. He's only been held liable, okay? So there's never been a criminal prosecution where he's been found guilty of assaulting Miss Nikita Hand. Now, I think that this is absolutely terrible if true. But the problem is with a guy of such stature as Conor McGregor, it may or may not be true. He may have had consensual sex with this woman. It may not have been consensual. We don't know for sure yet, and it has not been brought to a criminal court. Okay, so he had to pay a fine, $250,000. He was found liable for this. But what does that really mean? And I think this man over here has a good comment. He's genuinely confused why this was just a civil case. Why is this just a civil case? Explain why it's just a civil case. Anybody in the media out there, there's guys like Pete C. Carroll out there who works closely with Ariel over there in Ireland. Explain to me why it wasn't brought to a criminal court proceeding, because if it's all there, if it's all factual from Nikita's perspective, then why are all those facts not being there to back it up? Because they found him liable, the jury found him liable, the judge found him liable, so why is this not going to a criminal court? Genuinely confused, so something this messed up should surely be have Conor facing actual prison time. If it can be proved, yes, but it seems like maybe that's not the case. And there's people out there in the media on both sides of things that are in favor of Conor, not in favor of Conor, some that are in favor saying that this is just a hoax, whatever. It's to slander him publicly. I think Conor McGregor's an absolute sleazeball and a dirtbag. But if this isn't true, they shouldn't be using this story to tear him down. They can use all the other plethora of stories that we've seen on camera, him punching that old man, him attacking the mascot at the Miami game. There's other stuff that happened to that Miami game. He's not a great guy. He's not a good guy by any means, but we don't want to prosecute people for something that they maybe didn't do. I think that's just absolutely wrong. And again, I don't have any information on this. I cannot find any information from the Irish courts to back this up. I do not and cannot get anyone to help me find this stuff, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Keith Woods, I think, is on the side of favoring McGregor. Let's read through what he has to say. He said he's looked into this, but when I asked him, hey, sources, why can nobody on either side of this provide sources, whether you're in favor of Conor or not? It seems like nobody can provide sources, guys that are completely trying to destroy Conor because, maybe rightfully so, he's done bad things, okay? I say sources. Somebody likes the post. I know this guy saw the post because he's a small-time Twitter user. I'm a small-time Twitter user too, but I know you saw this. So give me your sources. If you are going to say things in an opinionated fashion and proclaim them as the absolute utter truth, then give me the fucking sources. I don't know what to say. There's two people on every side of this thing. There's one person saying this, one person saying that, this person saying this person saying that. I need to see the facts. I need to see the court transcripts. If anybody out there has them, please fucking send them to me. Put them in the comments so we can spread this information out there and have people figure out what needs to be figured out. Have people decide what's going on for themselves based on the facts, based on the evidence. You can't hide this stuff. And that's why I think that this is entirely possible that it's not true. I don't want to say that. It looked like Nikita was really having trouble speaking after the hearing. I want to believe her if it's true, absolutely, but I need to see the facts, okay? You can't just believe anybody just because they say something. And I think maybe she had some kind of encounter with him that was not positive. Absolutely. So it seems. But I got to see for myself. Of course, when there's people saying things on both sides, you have to figure it out for yourself. So let's read through what Keith Woods had to say. Predictably, mouthpieces of the official Ireland are jumping on today's finding that Conor McGregor and to brand him as a rapist. My personal opinion is that there is very little that makes sense about this case, and I was shocked at the guilty verdict. Before you make up your mind, consider 10 key details. And again, where's he getting his information? Because if he is truthful here, if he is being serious here, I want the sources. Where did you get this information? Okay, the accuser first propositioned McGregor sending him suggestive pictures over social media and volunteering him to go to his hotel. Despite this, she claimed she had no desire to sleep with him. Number 2, she left her boyfriend to go see McGregor as part of a multi-day bender, but lied to him about where she was. This we know is true. I've heard this out there from both sides of things, positive or negative towards McGregor. Again, Conor McGregor's cheating on his wife. He's got a family at home. Like, this is fucking scumbag behavior. But is he really a rapist? That's the fucking problem here. CCTV showing her kissing and touching both McGregor and his friend after McGregor was allegedly to have done the deed. In fact, she stayed for house partying and drinking after the alleged assault. She alleged he put her in a chokehold and told her, "Know how I felt in the octagon where I tapped out 3 times? That I do." That is one of the problems that I had throughout this, is that Conor just doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would say that. He's very arrogant. He's a bit of a prick, a bit of an asshole, would not bring himself that lowly. He still to this day claims that Khabib was cheating in their fight. So I just don't believe that he would say that. And that's one of the issues I saw in what I read about the Nikita Hand situation. A couple in the bedroom next door testified against her account of events. They never saw her or heard any signs of assault. One of these people that testified that was her own friend and work colleague. So somebody testified that was her friend that said that it never happened. Again, I want to see these sources. Where are the fucking sources, man? Because I can't fully believe this. One of the people that testified that he slept with the woman, she denied this, but it was seemingly corroborated by CCTV footage showing her all over him after the alleged assault. She also sued this man for sexual assault despite claiming to have no recollection of meeting him, but he was found not guilty by the jury. She claimed to have no memory of the events of the CCTV footage showing her all over the 2 men, but had a good memory of everything else. Who knows? Maybe the drugs were wearing off. I don't know. She claimed to be out of it at the time of the assault, explaining her lapsed memory, but when she was texting lengthy text messages of lies to her boyfriend at the time. See, that's suspicious as well, but again, where's the proof? For some reason, her boyfriend recorded this conversation with her when she returned home. What does that suggest? That she was probably out drinking and doing drugs of some sort. Not a good thing. She also had a kid at home. Both of these people might be absolute scumbags. Don't know. Give me the sources! The case was thrown out of a criminal case by the Director of Public Prosecutions due to insufficient evidence. This is factual. But does this mean that it can go back? I don't know. Twice. This was a civil case where it does not need to be proved beyond a reasonable doubt, but just found to be more likely than not. That's what the civil court is. I guess that's why it's in the civil court. The jury was made up of 8 women and 4 men, and lastly, this is not a rape conviction, but an award of damages over the assault. Finally, here's what the DPP told the woman when she tried to bring this criminal case. One significant factor in the case was the existence of a second suspect who claims to have had sexual intercourse with you after you say you were raped by the first suspect. As you know, you have no recollection of the intercourse with the second suspect and have stated that if sex had taken place, it would not have been consensual. You also described in your statement the amount of alcohol and drugs you had consumed. The CCTV from the hotel, as well as irrelevant witness statements from hotel staff and a taxi driver, were considered. So, Keith Woods finally, in summary, saying, "It is obvious from the reactions of the regime mouthpieces to this that they are gleeful about the opportunity to destroy McGregor's reputation and neutralize his voice in Irish politics, something they have been keen to do since he spoke out and expressed the voice of many voiceless Irish people last year." Talking about some of the people coming over from the Middle East to Ireland. I don't know what to think, man. I need evidence. I need it, because Conor McGregor has the money to back himself in the courts and to try to stave off any harsh punishments, which I don't agree with that. I don't think that just because you have money, you should be able to stave off things like that. But a normal person can't stand up and hire a lawyer to defend them for months and months and months on end. Like, Conor McGregor's done very bad things. It's very obvious. He's a seedy character, scumbag, cheating on his wife. He's got a family at home. It's not good. But like, it's just very confusing, and I need to see the sources. Like I said earlier in the video, I know most people have probably tuned out by this point, but when I ask for sources to hundreds and hundreds of replies, I'm sending this out, sources. Nobody's responding. Why not? What are they hiding? Who's hiding something? If there's nothing to hide, then fucking show it. That's what I want to know. I want to believe Nikita, because she really seemed very shaken up by the whole thing, and it's an absolutely terrible situation. But like, I don't know what to say, man. There's a lot of facts here that just don't seem to add up. Why was it not brought to a criminal court? Very weird here. Conor McGregor's appealing it. I don't know. The image of Conor McGregor is trying to be ruined here, whether right or wrong. I don't really care. I don't really want to ever see him fight again. I'm kind of over the Conor McGregor shtick. But if this isn't true, This is kind of a big deal. That's all I'm trying to put out there. I'm trying to ask you guys, prove this guy wrong. Prove this Keith Woods guy wrong. I don't really know much about him, but he's got a lot of followers. Clearly has some say on X. So listen, bring it to me. I want to know because I don't want to wrongfully accuse somebody of doing something, even if it's a scumbag like Conor McGregor. He needs to be brought down on things that are true. Okay? And if this isn't a true case and it's really been fabricated, then that's not right. Okay? We want to take this guy out for the right thing, not just some made up thing. Okay? So, please, if anybody has any information out there, send it my way. I need to see it. I don't want to see articles. I want to see the actual court transcripts. I want to see video. If they've recorded the court hearings, I need to see it, need to hear it. I need to see CCTV footage. I can't find any of this stuff, man. So somebody bring it to me because I want to know so I can get it out there and put that information out there. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Do you think Conor McGregor did it? I'm hearing a lot of people say that he may not have done it. So let's see. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.